Do this and never get up to pee at night again. A step-by-step guide to peaceful sleep without bathroom interruptions. You might believe that being extra careful and making sure you completely empty your bladder right before your head hits the pillow is the smartest thing to do for a full night of uninterrupted sleep. But what if I told you that for many of you, that very habit, the one that seems so logical, could be the exact reason your body is screaming at you to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning? It sounds completely backward, doesn't it? This is the one piece of advice everyone gives. Just make sure you go right before bed. It's what we've all been told for decades, and on the surface, it feels like pure common sense. However, this common habit overlooks two very important things your body does automatically when you lie down. First, there's the nightly release of fluid from your leg tissues back into your bloodstream. Second, there's the natural, age-related decline in your body's own anti-diuretic hormone, a hormone that tells your kidneys to slow down at night. Without understanding and managing these two powerful factors, you're just treating a symptom, not the actual cause of your nighttime awakenings. In this guide, we are going to break down the most common yet surprisingly overlooked mistakes that lead to those frustrating nighttime trips to the bathroom. We will also introduce new, powerful strategies to help you manage this issue throughout your entire day, from morning until the moment you drift off to sleep. We're going to cover everything from your daily habits and your dinner plate to your bedroom thermostat, providing clear, actionable steps for each point. The number one strategy we'll discuss has almost nothing to do with what you drink, but everything to do with how you prepare for sleep. I'll show you a simple pillow trick that doesn't just help keep your bladder quiet. It can also dramatically reduce swelling in your legs and improve your overall circulation while you rest. So stay with me, because the difference between a broken night and a blissful deep sleep could begin for you tonight. This problem isn't just a part of getting older that you have to accept. It's about understanding the new rules your body plays by and making smart, simple adjustments. We will walk through these strategies in a logical, chronological order, starting with what you can do from the moment you wake up. The foundational step: become your own health detective with a bladder diary. Before we dive into the daily timeline of habits, the single most powerful tool you can use is a bladder diary. Think of yourself as a detective looking for clues. For 3 to 5 days, you'll simply write down some key information. This isn't about judgment, it's about seeing patterns you might never have noticed. Often, the solution to the problem becomes obvious once you see your habits written down on paper. How to keep your bladder diary. Get a simple notebook and, for a few days, jot down the following information. Time of urination. Every time you go to the bathroom, write down the time. Estimated volume. Note if the amount was small, medium, or large. If you have a measuring cup you can dedicate to this, even better, as it gives your doctor more precise information. What and when you drink. Record the time, the type of drink, water, coffee, juice, and the amount you consumed. Nighttime awakenings. Each time you wake up to use the bathroom, note the time. This is the most crucial piece of the puzzle. Urgency level. You can add a simple 1 to 5 scale for how urgent the feeling was. After just a few days of this simple tracking, you and your doctor can often spot clear patterns. You might discover that your afternoon cup of tea is having a bigger impact than you thought, or that you're drinking the majority of your fluids late in the evening. This diary will be your personal map to reclaiming your nights. A peaceful night begins with smart choices during the day. The goal is to work with your body's natural rhythms, not against them. Strategy number 1. Front-load your fluids like a pro. This first strategy is a classic, but its common execution is flawed. Many people stop drinking fluids an hour before bed, believing they've done their part, yet the night is still interrupted. This happens to everyone who follows the rule, but still gets no relief. The science made simple. The issue involves a crucial hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH. Think of ADH as the nighttime water conservation manager for your body. As darkness falls, your brain is supposed to release more ADH, which sends a signal to your kidneys to produce less urine, allowing for long, uninterrupted stretches of sleep. However, as we age, our bodies naturally produce less of this hormone at night. This means the signal to slow down urine production is weaker than it used to be. When you combine that weaker signal with any fluid intake too close to bedtime, you're overpowering a system that's already less efficient. The key is to give your body a clear, fluid-free window before sleep to process what you've already consumed. Your action plan: the 2-hour liquid curfew and smart hydration. Implement a strict 2-hour cutoff. If your bedtime is 11 p.m., your last sip of anything, water, tea, milk, must be at 9 p.m. This 2-hour window is a crucial starting point for many. Front-load your hydration. To compensate and stay properly hydrated without feeling thirsty in the evening, make it your mission to drink at least 75% of your total daily water in the first half of your day. Think of it like watering a plant thoroughly in the morning, so it has what it needs to thrive all day. This approach hydrates your body for its daily needs, so you won't feel parched as bedtime approaches. Strategy number 2. Control daytime swelling with a gentle touch. Many people notice their ankles and lower legs get a little puffy by the end of the day. This is often mild edema or fluid retention, and it's a huge hidden cause of nighttime urination. Think of your lower legs as sponges that soak up fluid during the day while you're sitting or standing. When you lie down at night, all that trapped fluid gets squeezed back into your bloodstream, heads straight to your kidneys, and wakes you up, a signal from the heart. In some cases, frequent nighttime urination can be a signal from your cardiovascular system. When the heart isn't pumping as efficiently, fluid management in the body can be affected, leading to that daytime swelling. This is why managing blood pressure and circulation is so important. One of the simplest, most direct ways to help your body manage this fluid before you go to bed is through gentle massage. Your action plan: the afternoon calf massage. In the mid to late afternoon, take 5 to 10 minutes to perform a light massage on your calves and shins. This isn't a deep tissue sports massage. The goal is to gently encourage the trapped fluid to move back up toward the center of your body while you're still awake and can urinate it out. How to do it: sit comfortably with one leg propped up. Using light, gentle pressure with the palms of your hands, stroke upwards from your ankle towards your knee. Always move in the direction of your heart. Do this repeatedly on all sides of your lower leg. This simple action stimulates your lymphatic system, which is responsible for clearing out excess fluid. Pair with elevation. If possible, do this while your legs are slightly elevated. This uses gravity to help you. This gentle routine helps to pre-process the day's fluid buildup, leaving less work for your kidneys to do overnight. The 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep are the most important for setting the stage for an uninterrupted night. This is where you give your digestive system and your kidneys a much-needed head start. Strategy number 3, the 3-hour food buffer and the hidden diuretics on your plate. This strategy is the perfect partner to the liquid curfew, but it's far more deceptive. You've perfected your liquid cutoff time, but the problem persists. The culprit could very well be hiding on your dinner plate. The science made simple. There are 2 things at play here. First, many foods are natural diuretics, meaning they make you produce more urine. We all know about caffeine and alcohol, but even healthy foods like celery, cucumbers, and watermelon can have this effect. Second, and much more importantly, is the impact of salt and sugar. When you eat a meal high in sodium or sugar late in the evening, your body has to work overtime to restore its internal balance. It pulls water from your cells to dilute the sodium and process the sugar. All that excess fluid is then shuttled directly to your kidneys with a clear physiological command: flush this out now. The proof for this is quite clear. In some studies, researchers have looked at two groups of older adults. Both groups ate the exact same meal, but one group ate it early in the evening while the other ate it just a couple of hours before bed. The results were astounding. The late eating group produced over a cup of extra urine overnight. This suggests that eating high sodium or high sugar foods late at night is a significant risk factor for being woken up to urinate. Your action plan: mind your last meal. Create a 3-hour digestive buffer. Finish your last big meal of the day a full 3 hours before you plan to sleep. This gives your body ample time to process the food and manage the fluid load that results from digestion while you are still awake and active. Be vigilant about your evening meal. Read labels and be mindful of your salt intake. Opt for complex carbohydrates like sweet potatoes or brown rice over simple sugars like white bread, desserts, or sugary drinks. Be aware of those natural diuretic foods and maybe save them for earlier in the day. Choose snacks wisely. If you absolutely must have a snack later in the evening, make it a small portion of protein and healthy fat, such as a handful of walnuts or almonds. These have a minimal impact on your body's fluid balance. The golden hour before sleep, pre-bed ritual. You've managed your day and evening perfectly. This final hour is about carrying that momentum all the way through the night with a few simple, relaxing rituals. Strategy number 4, the gravity reset. Elevate your legs. We've arrived at the most critical and often game-changing strategy. This is for the person who does everything else right: the fluid curfew, the early meal, the perfect room temperature, and is still woken up every single night. The primary problem isn't your bladder, it's gravity. The science made simple: gravitational fluid shift during your waking hours. Whether you're sitting at a desk or walking around, gravity is constantly pulling fluid down into the soft tissues of your lower legs. This mild fluid retention is incredibly common. This fluid is essentially parked in your lower body, taken out of your main circulation for a while. Then, you lie down flat in bed. The force of gravity is suddenly neutralized. Over the next 1 to 2 hours, all that fluid that was pooled in your legs, which can be a pint or even more, is reabsorbed back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys detect this massive, sudden influx of fluid and are triggered into emergency filtration mode. They work furiously to process this fluid dump, filling your bladder right as you've entered your first deep sleep cycle, leading to that predictable 2 a.m. wake-up call. The proof of this is not just a theory, but has been demonstrated in clinical settings. In some cases, a group of seniors with mild leg edema and nighttime urination were instructed to simply lie down and elevate their legs on pillows for 60 minutes before going to sleep. The results were revolutionary. The leg elevation group experienced a dramatic reduction in nighttime urination events. They had effectively pre-processed the day's fluid before sleep, leaving their kidneys with little work to do overnight. Your action plan: the 60-minute leg elevation. Make it a ritual. For 60 minutes before you intend to fall asleep, elevate your legs. While you read a book or watch television in bed, place 2 firm pillows under your knees and calves so that your feet are comfortably above the level of your heart. Let gravity work for you. This position allows gravity to do the work for you, draining the pooled fluid from your legs back into your circulation. Your body can then process this fluid, and you can empty it during your final trip to the bathroom before you fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep. It is the ultimate preventative strategy. Strategy number 5, the warm foot bath. This is a simple, soothing addition to your pre-bed ritual that can have surprisingly powerful effects. A warm foot bath before bed does more than just relax you. It gently stimulates your peripheral circulation. The science made simple. Soaking your feet in warm water draws blood flow down to your feet. This process, known as vasodilation, widens the blood vessels in your lower extremities. This has a wonderful unloading effect on your core and your kidneys. By pulling circulation towards your feet, you reduce the central blood pressure that signals your kidneys to work so hard. It's a gentle way to tell your body to calm down and slow its filtration process for the night. As a bonus, it has been shown that warming the feet before bed helps people fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper sleep. Your action plan, a 15-minute soak. Incorporate it into your wind down. After you've elevated your legs, or even during, prepare a small basin of comfortably warm, not hot, water. Soak and relax. Soak your feet for 10 to 15 minutes. You can add Epsom salts or a few drops of calming lavender essential oil for added relaxation benefits. Dry and put on socks. After the soak, dry your feet thoroughly and immediately put on a pair of comfortable socks to keep them warm, which leads us directly to our next strategy. Strategy number 6. The double void. The illusion of an empty bladder. This brings us back to that shocking idea from the beginning. This strategy is for the diligent person who goes to the bathroom right before bed, feels completely empty, but is still woken up an hour or two later by an urgent signal. It's not in your head. It's a matter of incomplete evacuation. The science made simple: post-void residual volume. As the muscles in the pelvic floor change with age, and as the prostate often enlarges in men, the bladder's ability to completely empty in a single attempt can diminish. You think you're empty, but a significant amount of urine, often 2 to 3 ounces, can be left behind. This residual urine quickly mixes with the new urine your kidneys are producing, causing the bladder to reach its capacity threshold much faster than it should. This triggers a premature wake-up call. The clinical solution for this is a simple technique called double voiding. Its effectiveness has been backed by clinical data. One study analyzed this very technique and found that the group practicing double voiding had a significant reduction in nighttime awakenings. The research proved that a substantial amount of leftover urine was being successfully eliminated before sleep. Your action plan: the precise double voiding technique. First void. Go to the bathroom and empty your bladder normally. Relax and don't rush. The waiting period. Get up and continue your bedtime routine. Brush your teeth, change your clothes, read your book. Let 15 to 20 minutes pass. Second void. Right before you get into bed for the night. Return to the bathroom. Sit down, relax your muscles completely, and try to urinate again, even if you don't feel a strong urge. The small amount you pass in this second attempt is your ticket to hours of extra uninterrupted sleep. Optimizing your sleep sanctuary overnight. You're finally in bed, ready for a restorative night. This last step ensures your bedroom environment is helping, not hindering your goal of sleeping through the night. Strategy number 7. The cold room trap. How your thermostat tricks your kidneys. Do you sleep in a cool room thinking it helps you sleep better? While a cooler room is generally recommended for sleep quality, if it's too cold, it could be the very reason you're waking up. The temperature of your bedroom has a direct, measurable effect on your kidney function. The science made simple: cold-induced diuresis. Your body's primary survival instinct is to protect its core temperature. When your skin, especially on your arms and legs, is exposed to a cool environment, it triggers something called peripheral vasoconstriction. This is a fancy way of saying the blood vessels in your extremities tighten up to push warm blood inward toward your vital organs. This process increases the blood volume and pressure in your body's core. Your kidneys sense this sudden increase in central pressure as a state of fluid overload. They respond by doing what they do best: filtering that extra blood and producing urine to reduce the volume and pressure. You're not urinating because you drank something. You're urinating because your thermostat tricked your body into a state of false hydration. Your action plan: stay comfortably warm. Adjust the thermostat. Find a comfortable middle ground. The ideal temperature isn't freezing cold, but comfortably cool. Experiment to see what temperature feels best without making you feel chilled. Keep your skin warm. The trigger for this process is the cold sensation on your skin. The simplest and most effective solution is to wear worn, breathable socks to bed. Even wearing light pajamas can prevent the cold signal from ever being sent. This simple act tells your body that its core temperature is safe, and it doesn't need to dump fluid to protect itself, allowing your kidneys to finally rest. Before we wrap up, we must address an important point. I know some of you are thinking, this is all very interesting, but I have a real medical condition. I have an enlarged prostate, diabetes, or I'm on diuretic medication for my high blood pressure. You are 100% right to think that, and it is vital that we are crystal clear on this. These lifestyle adjustments are incredibly powerful tools, but they are partners to, not replacements for, professional medical care. Waking up to urinate can be a sign of an underlying health condition that needs to be addressed by a physician. Always consult with your personal physician before making any significant changes to your routine. They know your health history and are the first and last word on your treatment. If you found this guide helpful, please do me a quick favor and hit the like button. It truly helps this vital health message reach more wonderful people just like you. And be sure to subscribe so you never miss out on our next guide. We would love to hear from you in the comments below. Are there people here who have had success with these tips? Please share your story, as it could inspire someone else. Also, don't be shy about asking your own questions. I actively read through the comments and do my very best to answer every single one. By understanding how your body works and making these strategic, science-backed adjustments throughout your day and night, you can finally reclaim your sleep and wake up feeling refreshed and restored.